Mary Ellen Richmond was born August 5th, 1861, in Belleville, Illinois, to her parents Henry and Lavina Richmond. Her parents died when she was still young, leaving Richmond to be raised by her grandmother and two aunts in Baltimore. Richmond's grandmother was an active woman suffragist. Because of this, she grew up surrounded by discussions of suffrage, racial problems, spiritualism, and a variety of liberal religious, social, and political beliefs. Her grandmother and aunts were not fond of the traditional school system, so Richmond was homeschooled until the age of 11. Although social interactions and relationships were not her strong point, this upbringing prompted critical thinking and social activism in her, causing her to spend considerable time reading literature. She graduated from high school at the age of 16 and went to New York City for 2 years. Afterwards, Richmond returned to Baltimore and worked for several years. During this time, she became involved with the Unitarian Church and developed her social skills. Richmond applied for a job as assistant treasurer with the Baltimore Charity Organization Society in 1889. During this time, she demonstrated her qualities as a leader, teacher, and practical theorist, resulting in her being appointed as the first general secretary of the COS that was a woman. Throughout her career, she was a strong supporter of professionalizing the work that the friendly visitors did with families. She believed that proper training was imperative for helping poor families manage and change their circumstances. It was during her speech in the annual meeting of the Nation Conference of Charities and Correction in 1897 that she articulated her beliefs and called for schools to train professional social workers. A few years after this speech, Richmond accepted the head administrative position at the Philadelphia Society for Organizing Charity. Then, in 1908, she made her final move and left Philadelphia for New York to become the director of the Charity Organizational Department of the Russell Sage Foundation. With the support of the foundation, she helped establish networks of social workers and a method by which they did their work and began publishing her ideas in books such as Friendly Visiting Among the Poor, Social Diagnosis, and What is Social Casework. The issue of most concern before her death was marriage laws. Richmond believed that many family problems originated from unstable marriages. As a result of her interest in this subject, she co-authored two books on the topic, Child Marriages and Marriages and the State. In 1829, Richmond was diagnosed with an inoperable cancer. Throughout that year, she continued to work on the proofs of marriage and the state, and on September 12, 1928, she died at home in New York. Her many writings and students continued to perpetuate her ideas.
Created using Powtoon.